Okay, back with another slide here. Again, to help you compare and decide what operation or what you need to look for when you are answering in Google Forms. So exponential graphs versus linear graphs. This is simply a visual. Right here, this is your exponential graph. If you remember in math, when we are using exponents, we're multiplying. So therefore, it starts off low and then takes off to extreme measures and goes real high real fast. With a linear graph, it goes in a straight line, and we are simply adding or subtracting depending on the problem we're using. But straight line versus curved line, and slow starts slow, goes very high. That's comparing those two. Exponential equations versus linear equations. So the exponential equation is y equals a times b to the power of x. So it would look like this. It would have an exponent. Obviously, an exponential equation has an exponent. And a linear one, the linear equation is y equals mx plus b, or it would look like this, where 2 replaces your m, which is your slope, and b is your y-intercept or initial value, and in this case, 3. And then if we look at exponential tables versus linear tables, now tables can be in both forms, going sideways or up and down. But as you can see, they even have the example here for an exponential one. They are multiplying by 3 in your y column right here. So this one, the top, they're just adding, but it's really the y that tells us what's happening. So 6 times 3 is 18, 18 times 3, 54, 54 times 3, 162. And with this one right here, this is just going up and down. But again, we're going to look in the y table to tell us what's happening here. I see it starting, that here's another clue that it's exponential. Starts off low, and in 4 moves, 1, 2, 3, 4, we go from 6 all the way to 162. We're simply not adding. Clearly there's something more going on, so we're multiplying. Same here, we're going from 4 to 324. So that tells us clearly they are multiplying. In this case, 4 times 3 is 12, 12 times 3 is 36, 36 times 3 is 108, and 108 times 3 is 324. So this shows the difference with an exponential table versus linear, where all we're doing here, they're adding 2 every time. It starts low, and it doesn't jump up very high between these 5 boxes. So -3 plus 2, -1, -1 plus 2, +1, 1 plus 2, 3, 3 plus 2, 5. And then here, again, linear table. Doesn't matter if it's horizontal or vertical, but this one, it's going from 13 to 29, not an extreme jump, so they're obviously adding. So 13 plus 4 is 17, 17 plus 4, 21, 21 plus 4, 25, 25 plus 4, 29. So this tells me obviously it's linear. Didn't jump very high between 13 and 29, especially when we compare 4 to 324. Huge difference. So when you're looking for clues to tell you what type it is on any of these, this one's self-explanatory. Linear, boom, line. Exponential, boom, super growth, super fast. These are equations you are familiar with. We have been working with this since the beginning of the year, so you better remember that. Exponential tables. If it starts low and gets real high real fast in just a short jump, clearly it is multiplying. Linear. If it starts low and doesn't jump very high, clearly it is just adding, not multiplying.